Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Mokhtar again in Universal Success Channel. So, talking to potential young entrepreneurs and startups. So, one of the building corners in your journey, in early stage, let's say in market research, you will definitely need to look up into other failed startups and the successful startups to learn from them. Okay, so today we are going to review one of the top resources, online resources, to review the successful, and especially today we are going to focus on the failed startups. Let's say we are going to call this video Startups Autopsy. So stay tuned. Here we start with the website called startupgraveyard.aio. So this website, as its name suggests, so it is a collection of stories of failed startups. It's a quite nice website with nice workflow and user interface with categorization of the startups. So here we have we can show all the startups: advertising, analytics, e-commerce, finance, hardware, hospitality. So in this example, we can pick hardware. So here we have few startups here. They have only 4: Limos, Calxeda, Kiboptics, whatever. So you can just click on one of the startups that you want to learn about. Limos created smart switches. So here this website is showing like brief information on this startup created by Ahmedabad, or the location, founded by Yash Kotak, and there's no information on the funding, backed by one investor, so this is not much important. I hope this website doesn't include only small, really granular ventures from random people, you know. Like the names here are not so much known, at least for me. So now let's move. So here, guys, this is a well-known and a popular website called the Topsy Lessons from Failed Startups. This is really, really important one. The categorization and presentation of information is really at a granular level and very nice, presented very well and in comprehensive way, let's say. So that you have the dates, you have a simple table here: dates of the startup, the dates of failure of the startup, the name of the startup, the idea, brief description of the idea, reasons for failure, that's important. And if here there is a false story about this startup, you can click and dive into further details about it. Here, the founder, sometimes you find the Twitter of the founder if you want to talk to a founder, and that's really, really, really important, really cool, and I like this feature about it. So here there are some known startups. So for example, here, number 8, we have brisk.io, recommend actions to salespeople from their data, CRM, email, etc. So why it didn't fail? Lack of focus and there's no, okay. So if you want to dive in more into the details, you have to click here, turning the page, what we learned at Brisk. And here's the Twitter of the founder. So this website have a comprehensive collection of well-known and not really well-known startups or ventures that fail, and this is really interesting. Here, this is an established and well-known company. It's called CB Insights, cityinsights.com, and there you can find collection or a pile of data collected from failed startups, and this is really comprehensive list since it includes hundreds and even thousands of failed stories. So here, for example, the updated one of 2017 stories, 232 startup failure postmortems. So they claim that they are giving verified information, no survivorship bias here. The compilation of startup failure postmortems by founders and investors. Okay, so you can choose the dates that you want. I clicked on the second update of 2017. So here you have the title of the. So CB Insights offer comprehensive lists and categorized by, let's say, dates, not by category, and that's not really cool for some people. Okay, so for example, BTC Jam, I know this platform is for Bitcoin lending. It's a Bitcoin lending platform. It failed And here is its story. BTC Jam was a popular for some time, but I like Autopsy because it's categorized. It's much more easy to read. So we have a graveyard, CB Insights, and the Topsy. Okay. So this is another website. Anyway, so collapse.co is another website. It has a beautiful user interface. So you can search here, or you can go to regions or markets. Okay, to refine your research about the startup that you are looking after. For example, let's say, let's pick one, Lily Robotics. It's a drone that takes pictures and videos whilst following users. It's interesting. Let's see how what they have done. Okay, so they had between 11 and 15 employees. This is a wide range, so you have to guess yourself. It started in 2009 and closed in 2017. Why? Oh, just recently. They raised $49 million. Imagine, guys. So Lily's flagship product, the Lily camera, was a quadcopter drone designed to be used as a self-propelled camera. The device was marketed to be easy to use, waterproof, and containing 7 types of sensors: accelerometer, 3-axis gyroscope, magnetometer, barometer, GPS, and so on and so forth. So here are the top contributors: Ivan Lee and Aaron Kazakh. Here, that's a pretty nice website, since it has more information and a lot of startups, and that's really worth to look at. I'm gonna definitely bookmark this website. So another website is TechCrunch. The Deadpool on TechCrunch is really powerful and very nice one, because TechCrunch is popular. So some really popular startups have been featured on TechCrunch. So the Deadpool is the failed one, and here you can read their stories. It contains pretty much information for you if you want to learn from others. So, for example, on-demand private chef startup kitchen shuts down. So here you go, and then it's pretty much more done in as articles, more than like categorized and pretty straightforward one. It's really hard to extract information from this one than, for example, a Topsy.io or CB Insights, or even collapse.co. So